Excel does not have a function to count words in a string of text. However, we can use some classic functions to get the job done. I am Nabil Murad. In this tutorial, I show you how to count words with text functions. Then we take our project a step further and create a lambda function that performs the same task in one single step. So let's dive in. Here is my start file. You can download the exercise file and follow along by clicking on the link below this video. In this worksheet, I have in column A some text, and I would like to count how many words I have in each one of these cells. And I'm going to start by counting the number of characters. And to do that, I'm going to use a len function. The len function will count the number of characters I have. So if I type equal len, I hit the tab key. I want to count the number of characters in cell A2. I close the bracket and hit enter, and it says you have 35 characters. The len function will count the number of characters including the spaces, whether these spaces are visible or invisible. So if I select A2 and put it in the edit mode by hitting F2, you will note that I have some extra spaces, trailing spaces following the text. So before counting the number of characters, I'll be wrapping A2 in a trim function that will remove any extra space, leaving one single space between words. I select my len function, I put it in the edit mode, and then here I'm going to type trim, and I close the bracket for the len function and I hit enter. Now this is the number of characters I have, including one single space between words. I can double click and send it down. What if I would like to count the number of characters excluding the spaces? Then I want to remove these spaces. I want to replace each one of these spaces by nothing. So if I say equal substitute, where is the text? I select this cell A2, I type a comma. What would you like to replace? I want to replace the space. I type it double quote, space, double quote, and then comma. What would you like to put instead of the space? I want to put nothing. Then I type it double quote, and I close the bracket. So if I hit enter, it's returning the text without spaces. I would like to count how many characters do we have. Then I put my function one more time in the edit mode F2, and I wrap the substitute function inside the len function. I hit the tab key, I close the bracket for the len function, and then I hit enter, and that will be the number of characters without any spaces. Let's have a close look at our text in cell A2. Assuming that we do not have any invisible space because we removed it with the trim function, then in this case each word is preceded by one space, except the first word. So if I'm able to count the number of spaces and add one, that will be the number of words. And this is exactly what we did. In column B, I have the number of characters, including one single space between words, while in column C, I have the number of characters without any space. So if I subtract these two numbers and add one, that will be the number of words we have. So the difference is if I type equal and select cell B2 minus cell C2, that will be the number of spaces. If you add one, that will be the number of words. Now, let's do it in one single step. So in cell E2, I'm going to combine all these functions together. Equal len, and then I hit tab. I want to trim the contents of cell A2. I select cell A2. I close the bracket for the trim. I close the bracket for the len. And then I want to subtract. What would you like to subtract? The len. I typed len, I hit tab, and then I want to subtract the length after substituting the spaces with nothing. So I type substitute, I hit the tab key. I want to substitute in cell A2. I type a comma. I want to replace the space, double quote, space, double quote. That's the old text. And then comma. I want to replace it with nothing, double quote, and I close the bracket for the substitute function. Then I close the bracket for the second len function, and I add 1 plus 1. Once I have done that, and then I hit enter, that's the number of words we have in cell A2. I can copy all these functions down. I select them and double click and send it down. So here is the function we created by combining the len, the trim, and the substitute function. What if I take this function and I store it in a lambda function? So I'm going to copy this entire function. Control C to copy. I hit escape, and let me explain what the lambda function is doing. The lambda function provides a way to create a custom function in Excel. Once defined and named, a lambda function can be used anywhere in the workbook. A lambda function requires a parameter or multiple parameters, and the last argument is a calculation. This is my calculation that I'll be using inside the lambda function. And note that the parameter that changes every time is A2. That's the input value that will be used, and this is the input value I'll be defining as a parameter inside the lambda function. Let me show you how I do that. So in any cell, I'm going to type equal lambda, and then I hit tab, and I'm going to name my parameter, which is the variable, which is the input value that changes every time I want to use this combination of functions. I'm going to name it cell, and then I hit comma, and then paste all this bunch of functions. The parameter that I named cell will replace A2 wherever it exists. Then I'm going to copy cell. I double click on cell and copy it, Control C, then double click on A2 and paste, and double click on the second occurrence of A2 and paste. For the lambda function to work, after closing the bracket, and in another set of brackets, I need to provide the parameter, which is the cell where I want to count the number of words. So if I type cell A2 and I close the bracket, here is the number of words in cell A2. In order to use the lambda function, I need to store it in a defined name. And to do that, I'm going to put my function in the edit mode by hitting F2, and I copy the lambda function from the equal sign up to the first closing bracket without the extra parameter. I hit Control C, and then I hit escape, and I can delete this lambda function. And then let's create a defined name. To create a defined name, I go to the Formulas tab of the ribbon, and I click on Defined Name. Alternatively, I can use the shortcut Ctrl-Alt-F3. The New Name dialog box opens. I can expand this dialog box if I want. I want to give a name to my custom function. I'm going to name it word count. And in the refers to box, I'll be pasting my lambda function, Ctrl V. Where I hit OK, I would have created my custom function using the lambda function. Now I can select cell F2, and I'm ready to test my lambda function, which will replace all this bunch of functions. Equal word count, and you might have noticed that the function appears in the IntelliSense list like the built-in functions of Excel. I hit the tab key and then I add an opening bracket. It requires one single argument. What's that argument? A cell. So I'm selecting cell A2. I close the bracket for my lambda function, and I'm done. I hit enter, I get the same exact result, and I can copy my function all the way down. Now the lambda function is available for me to use anywhere in the workbook. If you enjoyed this training video, give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel to be notified when new tutorials are released. The best is yet to come. Thanks for watching and see you next time.